Hi, I'm Lisa Wetzel. We ask the Akashic Records the questions, and they provide the answers. And Carrie has the question.
How do the Akashic Record Masters want us to use their messages?
And this is from the Masters, and they're saying, we want you to receive the love that we're giving. We want you to recognize that the words, the advice, the guidance that we give are truly and purely from the highest essence in existence. When you begin to recognize that our words speak freely to you and they radiate from you, you'll begin to recognize how your connection with us is of the utmost importance. As we speak to you on a daily basis, you'll begin to recognize that our messages mean more to you than what other words that you hear. And basically, they're talking about like what your mind would say. Begin to recognize that we speak through your heart. Your heart is connected directly to us through the field of the soul. The soul's connection to our existence is of the utmost importance. You see that all is transmitted through our knowledge and our knowing into the heart, which is connected to the soul. And what I'm hearing is almost like what used to be like a telegraph or Morse code. I'm hearing beep, 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 and that's what they're sending to the heart. And the heart resonates at the vibration that is sent. So when you as humans begin to gain an understanding that we are consistently speaking to you, your soul, and what I'm hearing is that field, that the knowledge or the words are being transmitted from the Akashic field down to your soul. And then your soul is sending out the vibrational resonancy that you need to know in order to exist in a specific situation. And so what's happening is that when they send information, the vibration in your body may change. And it's also because it's a source of Morse code, then the body begins to transmit and transmute that information, and it becomes more clear to the human mind. And then the human mind interprets what that means. So what we want you to gain an understanding of is that we are always speaking to you. It's up to you and how your mind works in order for the information to be transmitted, transferred, or translated to a language that is coherent to your present situation. They're saying we recognize that this is a difficult concept to understand, but you don't need to know the details. We do. And so when you begin to gain the understanding that the more open and free your mind is from translation due to past pains, sorrow, or grief, you'll begin to recognize how clear our messages are to you. So when you hear the universe speak to you, do you choose to listen to it or do you choose to ignore it? This is the question that we have for you today. When you begin to gain the understanding that you can listen freely and openly without judgment, you'll begin to gain an understanding of how we communicate to you. This is what we want you to know, and this is what we want you to understand. We are opening a portal of free willingly and free love. They're mixing up their words, but saying free will, free love, free giving, and all forms of communication. When you begin to gain an understanding that we are in existence and that we're here to help you, you'll gain an understanding how easy it is to listen to our words, and you'll become more congruent to our frequency. When you allow yourself to accept the possibility that there's more out there than what your eyes can conceive of and what your touch can feel, you'll begin to recognize that there is a knowledge of all. We are sharing this human grace with all that will hear us. We are allowing all of you humans to gain the understanding that they can connect to our knowledge and our freedom at any time and at any point. We are always here to guide with loving solitude. So when you open as a human, then you'll begin to gain an understanding of our pattern of influence. What we're asking you to do is to move forward in our light so that your vibrational frequency will raise to a manner that coexists with us on an everyday plane. And this is what we're asking you to understand. Help us to help you in a way that you are in control of what you listen to, who you listen to, and how you listen. And what our words are to you is open up your mind, open up the possibilities of everything that is, and we will speak to you on a regular basis. It will be up to you to translate the information, transfer the information to the needed places. And I'm hearing like from the heart to the mind, and the mind to the heart. And when you begin to gain the understanding and the acceptance of you as a whole and as a spiritual being, you'll begin to recognize how we connect with you. And this is of the utmost importance to us and the existence of the universe. So what I'm understanding is that the universe is trying to open all of us up, all the humans on the earth, and they're creating specific situations and scenarios for each one of us to recognize that we're so much more than what the human mind can conceive of. And if we can open ourselves up to the understanding that we are all spiritual beings and that we all have the ability to communicate or to hold that knowledge, then we're all going to start shifting and changing. And this is what will raise the vibration of the human population upon the earth right now. And this is what they're saying, this is what we're striving for. We're asking you to hear our words and hear us clearly in the intent of spreading the most pure love. And this is what we're here for today. So thank you for joining me. You can follow me on Facebook at Lisa Wetzel, Akashic Records Consultant. Instagram is Akashic Records, Lisa Wetzel. My podcast is Mystical Lodge Radio. And YouTube is Lisa Wetzel, Akashic Records. Thank you again.